you might not need it. It's truly not about being lazy, but being efficient with our time. My suggestion would be shoot what works for the type of projects you're doing and the amount of time that you want to invest. All right, let's talk color profiles. Dlog M versus normal 10-bit on the Osmo Pocket 3. I've watched a comparison test, I've seen the LUT overlays and color grading breakdowns, but here's the truth. When I'm actually out creating content, especially on the move, I'm shooting a normal 10-bit in auto, and it works. This video is not about the perfect profile, it's about what works in the real world, especially when you don't have time to play with the settings between every single shoot. So for most of the things that I do, such as vlogging, documenting content at events, or filming clients behind the scenes, the lighting is constantly changing. I might walk outside or into a different room, and if I'm constantly on manual mode or D-Log, that split-second hesitation to dial exposure or white balance, I've completely missed a moment. That's why auto mode and normal 10-bit let me keep my pace, stay in the flow, and not overthink the shots. It's truly not about being lazy, but being efficient with our time in the present moment. I'm gonna be fully transparent. Normal 10-bit on the Pocket 3 looks really good straight out of the box. You still get the depth and the flexibility of the 10-bit coloring, which means if you need to tweak things later in post, you've got room. But for a lot of the stuff that I do, fitness shots, content days, quick behind the scenes, I don't really need to do much grading. I just slightly adjust the contrast if it's needed, and it's ready to go. Clean, sharp, and consistent. And honestly, no client has ever hit me up asking, yo, was this shot in S-Log? They really truly care more about if the message is coming across clear and that the visuals are still vibrant enough to their standards. Now, when I'm shooting a wedding or something high budget where I'm intentionally creating a cinematic final product, then yeah, that's when I go full manual, bring out the Sony A7S III, shoot an S-Log 3, and dial everything in. Even with all that being said, when I want a second angle, a quick handheld shot, or even safety clips, I still use the Pocket 3 in auto with normal 10-bit. And then later on, I just fix it in post-production. Now, will it be perfect? No, but it's going to be super close enough and good enough for a final delivery that the clients love. So you're probably asking yourself, do you even need Dlog M then? I'm not here to bash the setting. It has its place. If you love color grading and you want more full dynamic range and cinematic control, go for it. But if you're a solo shooter, a run and gun creator, someone trying to keep content flowing without a production team, you might not need it. My suggestion would be shoot what works for the type of projects you're doing and the amount of time that you want to invest. So what are my final takeaways? For me, it's all about making the most in the moment. Normal 10-bit in auto allows me to stay creative without slowing down, whether I'm shooting my workouts, documenting my journey, and just showing up for my clients. I know that the Pocket 3 will do its job while I do mine. And my suggestion is don't overthink it. Find a workflow that supports your momentum. I would love to know in the comment section what you're shooting in and if you are pairing the Pocket 3 footage with your main camera setup. And that's it, everybody. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. Hit the like, drop a sub, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.